Hey kiddos, I want to show you everything you need in a nutshell to write this CRQ today, your very last one. So your best bet is first to go to the CRQ itself. And yours is going to look a little different than mine, but here's what you'll see. Let me make it fit here. All right, so I think you should be able to see the whole thing now. So it says up here, you need to complete the pollination gizmo before attempting this CRQ. Click here for instructions on how to use the gizmo. And then the CRQ itself actually has two parts. One, you have to label all of the structures of the flower below. I'll show you how to do that in a second. And then two, the actual writing part is what are the names and functions of the male and female structures. So the male and female structures of the flower are A through H, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and letter N. You have to label all the parts, but the actual writing of the CRQ, you only have to write about A through H and letter N. So let me show you where to find this picture so that you can get some help labeling it. So to label that picture, you're going to have to go to www.explorelearning.com, and the link is actually in the CRQ. And then you're going to log in. If you have your username and password, just go ahead and log in. If you don't remember your username and password, you can enter the class code. So if you are in sections 4 and 5, your class code is NTT5WB. If you're in biology section 1, that's the 1030 class. Your class code is 24RXMQ. If you're in section 3, HLRMW3, and bio section 2 is 7JHXXX. And then you launch your gizmo, and it looks like this. Open it up. You want to do the open view. You want to see the inside of the flower. And click on this box down here where it says show information about selected flower parts. So the next thing you're going to do is label the parts. So remember in the gizmo or in the CRQ, you were asked to label the parts of the flower. So you grab a term and you put it in a box. And if you get it right, it'll tell you. If you get it wrong, it'll tell you down here. So I put the anther in the wrong spot. I labeled it incorrectly. So I'll try over here. Whoops, anther. I don't know why I keep losing it. There we go. And I put it in the wrong spot again. So let's try this one. And if you notice, it changed my status to 1 correct out of 14. And it told me what the anther does, or what its structure and function are, or what its function is, I should say. So you're going to do that for the rest of the flower parts. If you put them in the wrong spot, it'll tell you. When you put it in the right spot, it'll tell you what its function is. Now you're going to use this information down here when you write your CRQ later. Okay, so you're going to want to use this gizmo quite a bit. After you fill in and label all the parts, you have to, in your CRQ, tell me what all those parts are. So there's two ways you can do that. When you get all the parts labeled, you can grab a screenshot of those parts. And I don't know if you all know this, but you have a function in your on your computer to take a screenshot or a picture of something. So let me show you how to do that. So if you go down to your start menu after you get the whole flower labeled, and then choose, if you scroll down to your apps, your programs, you're going to want to click on the one that says Snip and Sketch right here. It's got little scissors. And then after it pops up, you click New, and then you left click and drag what you want to take as the picture. And then you can go ahead and save it. And once you save it, you can paste it into your CRQ. You can also put it on your clipboard, and you may be able to copy and paste it into your clipboard. So that's one way, once you get everything labeled, to add it to your CRQ. The other way is just when you're writing your CRQ. Let me click on it here. Is just notice they're lettered, right? So you could just do A and then name what it is, B, name what it is. C was the, whoops, B, name what it is. C was the anther, and then D. So you can do it that way as well if you don't want to enter a picture. All right, so that is how to use the gizmo. What else do I want to tell you about this CRQ? Oh, remember, you go back here, there's two parts, right? So you have to label all of the structures in this picture down here, A all the way through N, but when you're writing about the names and functions of the male and female structures, you're just going to write about A through H and N, and don't forget to cite your sources.